brush, all that doesn't really matter. It all works good. It's just nice as it can be with this poncho on. It's HD with the fleece under it. Go around wherever I want to go, no problem. Hey, Perry Peacock here with Wilderness Innovation. Out here again on another day of winter camp up in the canyons above my house. And I found a little spot down here under this big tree here. And it's snow all around me, but underneath this tree it's pretty big and pretty dense. So far this year the snow hasn't got back under there. So I've started clearing it just a little bit, and I'm gonna show you a little bit what I'm doing. There's a nice fairly level spot for a sleeping platform, and I'm gonna clear out for that, and all this dead branches and stuff I'm cutting out of there I'm gonna put down over here for a little bit of a fire. So this is going to be my little home away from home. And of course I'm wearing my Multicam Alpine HD poncho. This is a tough Cordura nylon poncho. And I've got my fleece liner underneath it. So I'm pretty nice and cozy here. Well, so anyway, back in here is what I'm going to clear out for my sleeping area. You see it's reasonably level back in here, or back up through that way, and all this growth along the bottom is dead. So I'm gonna slice that off with my silky saw. You can see I've already been cutting a few of them out of here to clear a little space, but this will make a nice little area in here. I'll grab me some boughs and throw that in there and make me a cozy little sleeping spot. One of the nice things about having the HD poncho is, blazing through a lot of dead growth and stuff like here, crawling around. This was pretty dense in here when I first started, and I crawled all in through here with my HD poncho. And it's not something I have to worry about. Some headroom in here. There's another in here, a little bigger one. So I mean, one of the nice things here is, I got this heavy duty poncho on, but I'm still able to work in it. So, it's not too cumbersome to be able to work in, which is good. Shove that out. This is clearing me out pretty good. Get this one right here. Get that one out of here. So I'm gonna stack this stuff back over this direction, get it out of the way. Put it down here for toss this over here. Up. So now I can just break up some bigger sticks and throw them in there. Yeah, it's a nice thing about this poncho. I mean, I don't really have to worry. So here I am, hanging on my tripod here over the fire. I got about a quart and a half of water in here because I want to heat up some water first of all for some drink and various things. Then I'm going to go ahead and cook me a stew up and enjoy my little evening here. So this works very nice. So this is one set. This is one set of campfire cooking sticks, the group set, all put together to form a tripod. And so, you know, it works very nicely, and you know, it really does the trick. So anyway, you'll see more of this stuff coming up, but I mostly wanted to show you how we put it together. There'll be plenty of videos showing using the cooking sticks in all different kind of ways. This is just one of the ways. I've done it a whole bunch of other ways, but this is one of the first few times I've done it actually as a tripod. So anyway, here it is, morning up here. Nice next day of my winter camp here. Having a little time here, having a little good time. Get some something heated up here for a little fire for breakfast. Sun's coming up over the mountains back over there now, so we're getting started onto our day. I slept in my fleece poncho liner and in my survival blanket, and had a nice little sleep, good rest. My water's frozen from overnight, so I'll be hanging it up here on my little Build-A-Grill cooking sticks tripod I made that I was using last night. So hang that back up there and let the ice melt, all that sort of thing, and get on my day here. I slept for a long time, which is nice. And back up there in the under the big tree, the pine tree up there, and the ground was really nice and soft because it's so thick of the needles and debris from the pine trees. But it was very nice. So anyway, we'll get on with the things today and have a little bit of fun. Hang in here with me, enjoy my winter camp. Ride along with me if you will. I'm gonna have a good time. I enjoyed last night, yesterday afternoon. Very good. Well, I'm going to wander down here and get me a little bit of water at the stream here. I used my Dinty Moore stew can to reach down in here and get me some water. Well, and here's a little view of my camp here. Got my little campfire there, and on up into here is my sleeping quarters. I rolled up my HD poncho and put it under my head over there on the right side for a pillow. It worked really nice. Got some boughs underneath my boughs underneath my blanket there, cushioned me up pretty nicely, and made for a nice little sleep. Yeah, I really do like these little pots right here. We started carrying them recently. They're actually aluminum pot. They're made in the United States. One of about the only things made in the United States anymore. But they're really nice. They're non-stick, coated inside and out. Nice, pretty sturdy aluminum. When I first got a sample of one, I thought it'd be, you know, kind of flimsy, but it's actually pretty sturdy. The wire bale up here on top is very, very strong and secure. It has indexing points, so if you want it up but not straight up, it'll stay there, and it'll stay in a straight up position if you're cooking on a grill or whatever. And the black coating on here also makes it pick up heat really fast. So it heats up really, really quickly. Cleans up real easy. Almost nothing sticks to it at all. In fact, I haven't found anything that sticks to it yet. All right. Time for a little bit of Mormon mocha here. A little Pero and hot chocolate mixed. In my squishy bowl. That'll be pretty nice right there. Put that back over the fire to keep nice and warm. And I like to dump in the wintertime. I like to dump a pat of butter. In the wintertime, I like to dump a little pat of butter in every time I make a hot drink like this. It's gives your body a little extra fat and stuff, a little extra energy for generating heat in the wintertime. And a nice thing, when it's cold in the wintertime, it's no big deal carrying butter or other refrigerated items, because you're camping in a refrigerator. So it's it's an easy deal. Anyway, there we go. That deal there is ready to drink now, man. All right, well, I'm gonna try a little something here today. I'm always goofing around trying something. But I'm gonna take some of this. My wife threw some of this on my camping supplies here. Said, well, I wouldn't mind maybe making some cornbread or something while I'm out. If I can get the darn thing open. Where's my knife? It's buried inside of here. There it is. Anyway. So I'm going to do, this is just add water cornbread mix. I have no idea how much I need, but I probably have too much water in there. I probably should have added the mix and then poured the water in. But you know what? We'll do whatever we can. Anyway, when I lived in the Carolinas, I had some friends who were from Boston, and they used to make Boston bread, and you make it actually in a special can, and you put it in boiling water, and you cook it till it's done. And so I just was thinking this morning while I was laying there in my comfort of my blanket, Trying to decide to get up or stay there longer. Well, I think that's about the right consistency. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try making some Boston cornbread. I don't know if it'll even work. I have no idea. But anyway, so I put that in there. Then I'm going to put this in my, put this over here in my pot of boiling water. And last night when I had my stew, if you remember, I cooked the stew with steam from that was in my pot here. So I'm just going to put that lid back on there. I may have to pull this off of here to do this. Probably. So I'm going to set that in there. See how full that... Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Probably should dump a little bit of water off. I don't want to get it boiling and then have it boil into my cornbread here. So now I'll hang that up there. Put my lid back on. Let that thing boil right there, and it'll take a little while. It'll probably take 45 minutes. And we'll see what happens. All right, well, it's been a little more than an hour here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this Boston bake style cornbread out of here. And I had taken the lid off the top of the stew can earlier. Just some water had kind of got into there, so I wanted to kind of evaporate that out. You know, and this stuff, the people up in Boston they have special little cans they bake it in and everything. But I'm just using a stew can here. Just pull that out of the water. And then set the water aside over here. I'd poked a stick through it here a little bit ago, and it looked pretty darn good. I don't know if I can get it out of here totally, like on the sides. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go in here and cut a chunk out if I can. And this is a sweet cornbread. So it's one of those little mixes where you just add water. So that was handy for bringing up camping. So let me pop this out of here. Put that on the plate. Put it on the lid. Here's me some good old cornbread. Well, not as good. Very good. So, steamed rather than baked. And I just used my stew can that I'd have to crush up and haul out anyway. Just used it in my 2-quart pot to steam it. The stuff is very good. Very good. You have to try that sometime. Boston, I don't know what it's really called. I just know Boston bread from what I got back east. But Boston bread style baked cornbread. This stuff is awful nice. You know, one of the good things about it, you don't have to worry about burning it because you're steaming it. So that's not a problem. Well, I'm back at the place where I started from a couple of days ago. Had my little campfire here. Had some stew. I must like stew or something. I don't know. But anyway, I had cornbread, you know, this morning for breakfast. So I guess for lunch I'm going to have. Well, it's about mid-afternoon. I'm going to have bacon and eggs, I guess, something like that. So let me show you my little setup where I'm at now. All right, so I've got a set of cooking sticks right here. As you can see down at this end, I put one of the connectors. So That gives me, makes that leg a little bit longer. And then you see the other two sets of cooking sticks, I connected them together here and here. So that makes me another platform. It's a little bit lower, but going off that way. So now I've got plenty of cooking surface to heat up some water, cook some bacon and eggs, and anything else if I have a mind to do it. So these cooking sticks, I used them as a tripod, and I'm using them like this. They're very, you can use them so many different ways. And I've used them, like I said, I've used them for years. And now I guess I'll start showing people how I use them the different ways. So anyway, so let's get to cooking on here. Well, we had about 4.5 hours of full sun today, and sun's gone behind the peak behind me, and so now we're into the evening, even though it's mid-afternoon. And you know, in a few hours it'll be getting dark. That's what I love about the cooking sticks is the campfire cooking sticks are made to work on a campfire. That's the reason they're here. They're for using at the campfire. And it makes it so I can cook. I'm gonna have 4 things going at the same time right here. So that works really nice that way. Well, we're coming along here. My eggs done. Over easy, that's good. My bacon is just about the way I like it. I had a little bit of cornbread left over from this morning that I saved, so I thought, well, I'd put it in here and do some fried cornbread fried in the bacon grease. That's good. So right shortly here, I will be eating. I'm gonna have to put my coat on in a minute. It's starting to get cold up here. Well, I believe it's eating time now. Cornbread's nice and hot. Getting crispy there on the bottom. Oh yeah, really nice. Bacon's looking good, my eggs done. I believe it's chow time. I'm not gonna eat in front of you. Alright, so everything's looking done here. The cornbread's nicely browned on the bottom. Nicely fried. The eggs sitting here done. I kind of pulled the coals back off of that. So just kind of hold it warm for a second while I finish this up. It's time to eat, man. I'm telling you what, I'm going to devour this stuff. And I've loved it up here. Last couple of days, had a good time. It's a great being outdoors. I love it. I love using all the different gear and stuff like that. It's a blast, man. So I hope everybody gets out as much as you can. Have a great time. Enjoy the outdoors. Be safe. And see you on the next go around.